Why does it keep cutting my stream? I got a couple of technical difficulties here, just trying to work this out real quick. Bear with me just a few moments, yeah? All right, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Spy's making some moves, oh boy. All right, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Spy's making some moves, oh boy. All right, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm not saying anything right now. Okay. Stevie Steve, Will Morning AMC making the spring down or what? All right, I got Stevie Steve in here. He can hear me now. I just want to make sure that the rest of the group here can hear me as well. Seems like I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties on the sound, and my group also being able to hear me. So I have now cut the music just to make sure the music's out of the way. All right, Stevie Steve can hear me. All right, very good, very good. And just want to make sure, Way Up Trading Group, you guys can hear me as well. Man, Stevie Steve out here. Loud and proud. I like it, I like it. AMC coming down right now to come retest that area we talked about yesterday of 421. Very important area to watch. This is going to be expected. To be expected, the ape is most likely going to move up. It's most likely just about filled its gap. Maybe a couple more cents more to go, but AMC probably start to make its way up in just a little bit. I got no music playing. Alright, AMC looking. We got that. Again, that bounce I was looking for on AI. AI is a great opportunity to get in. I'm going to make it be known that AI is looking like it's going to reverse. I expect the $38 level to be hit at some point today. That's the level I've been keeping an eye on. So if you are in AI, pay attention to it, or at least watching it right now. My calls from yesterday are still above 200%. I did hold on to some runners, so I don't think this is over yet. I think by end of the day, I'm looking probably somewhere closer to 300%. So I would, if I were you, I'd start looking to enter because this is not going to last long. Safer bet would most likely be somewhere in the next week time frame if you want to take that bet. I'd expect a move shortly to start to occur on AI. If the market continues to push like this, which I believe, if things look good, I do still have my 437 calls, and I think we're most likely going to start to get our upside move in just a few. I have my next major level of resistance. We're going to get back above 436.99. I need us to hold that level. And then from there, on the SPY, with next level of resistance is to break this downtrend that we've been in underneath the broadening top pattern and then start to find support above 437.69. So 437.69 is what I'm looking to hold above. And oh boy. All right, hold on a second. So you still can't hear me. I'm going to send... All right, try the new link out, Renee. And we got no music, so we were like dead silent right now. So I was having some issues with my sound quality. All right, so you find on YouTube. Okay, thanks a lot, Stevie Steve. All right, so we're good on YouTube. The group. I just went. If anybody in the group can hear me, I just go ahead and resent the link. Give that another shot and let me know if you are able to hear it. Everything's kind of wishy-washy right now. The SPY just went ahead and got rejected. Let's see what we got on the 4-hour time frame. See what we got hit our heads up against just now. All right, it's the underside of the. Let's go ahead and take extended hours off for a minute. And let's get rid of all these lines. I got a couple of lines here sitting here. All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. Perfect, Renee. Take profits. I like that. So now we're back to take profits, huh? Let's go. All right. We're waiting for some plays to come out. See what we can get happening here. Let's see if I could. All right. And Patrick, let me take a look at NVIDIA for you today. Let's see if we can get some puts. I know NVIDIA right now is also was in a crazy spot. NVIDIA is in a spot where, oops, NVDA. NVIDIA is in a spot where now it's actually lost the 9 EMA on the daily, and it's coming down. I don't see it hitting. I'm looking most likely right now possibly going to hit this 404 level. So puts look like they're going to be the play for a little while. NVIDIA has propensity to jump. You know, we've seen that every time bears try to catch, you know, the fall on NVIDIA. It really is a tough one to catch, but it has actually made a 921 cross just now to the downside underneath some of the averages we need to be above. This midline I have is a midline of a bull channel. So if you are on here, Patrick, yeah, it would be a good time to go and get longer dated puts if you can. They're expensive. Be careful. But for the most part, you're looking good. Yes. Just got the 921 cross to the downside. On a 30-minute chart. So that's a huge spot to be to catch. That's what for sure. It's most likely going to get you in a position where downside is confirmed. So 921 cross on the downside on NVIDIA on a 30-minute time frame. So it'll bounce around for a little bit. Expect supports and resistances to bounce. However, the overall trend is downward right now. So should be in a good spot. Let me turn a couple things on. Oh yeah, definitely. It's going down to 404, guaranteed. Well, you can't guarantee anything in the stock market. However, 404 is the likely situation now. Be careful, 404. If you notice on this setup here, 404 could set up for a potential inverse head and shoulders. You notice that we have this set up here, head and a possible shoulders. 404 would be the area where it potentially try to bounce. But if it does break 404, you should be golden all the way back down to about 392, which would be the 800 moving average on the 30-minute chart. So 404 is a key level. Watch for that. If that doesn't hold, it's going down. It's going down. So just be mindful. Also pay attention to volume. Volume on the push down is not that impressive. So be mindful. Just keep your head on a swivel on that. But we have lost the smooth moving average, which is a good indication that this is coming down further. Then 404.92. And then you have 393 would be next after that if it loses. Let's see, with AMC, what's the point? We can put in final spring drop under 370. Well, if it loses, in my opinion, if it loses this area, which I don't think it's going to lose just yet, if it loses 403, it'll be a quick spring. It won't be a long one. It'll be a quick drop, probably down to about $3.80. 392 is a major level I've been looking for it to get to. It hasn't gotten there yet. So again, we caught a nice move on it yesterday. I'm thinking if we get some kind of crazy news, according to what happens with the court date today, it will most likely spring down quickly, touch 392, and then rocket right back up. If that doesn't happen, well, at the same time, ape will continue to climb, because if this goes the way I think it's going to go, ape is going to be obviously the wiser play on the purchase of share side, because of the fact that they're still looking to play arbitrage. It's a possibility that this will come back down. AMC will come down quickly, but that would be the spot where I load up. I loaded up yesterday, but I'm going to load up twice as hard, maybe 3 times as hard, if we get that drop spring down to a support level of 392 or anywhere to 370 to complete the triple bottom, which I still against. I don't think that'll probably actually happen, but if it does happen, look out. Let's see here. How's the spot looking now? We're probably going to reverse. This thing is going to go. I mean, they're playing as many games as they possibly can right now. I'm looking to see if we can enter some opportunities. It's getting a little late in the day. I like to try to enter my calls and my positions, before or just around the 10 o'clock mark. It's about 10:15. Try to get most of them in, because that's when the majority of volume typically likes to show up. I'm going to try and play a little music out here. It's a little quiet for me. I like to have a little, something in the background just to kind of set the mood and tone for the day. Let me see how we can get this going here. 1 minute. If everybody's enjoying the day, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, interact with the video, say what's up. We also got Stevie Steve in here. That's what I like to see. Renee, a.k.a. Take Profit, also in the building as well. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you guys. All right, 484. GME is I'm slowly going to be entering into my position on GME on the $27 calls for July 21st. So this is what I'm throwing out there real quick. I'm going to also update the group on a couple other different plays we're taking as well, but what I'm throwing out here for the overall crew. All right, that's following right now on the stream. 2021, not financial advice, but 2020, July 21st, $27 calls are looking real spicy right now. They're roughly around 70 cents a pop. It's a safe bet, in my opinion. But I will be averaging into those. If we drop down further, I'll average in even more. So Nikola is moving right now, 12% on the day. Got rid of my calls a little while ago, but we did catch a big move on that earlier in the month when it actually hit roughly about 150. So Nicola's looking awesome. HYMC starting to finally come to life. Open, fantastic. That's been going crazy ever since we called that one out weeks ago. Every single play we've called out or been reviewing has all run 20% plus in a day. These are huge returns on all of them. We've been watching these things very closely. We study every morning, every night, early nights, early days, late nights, making sure we go over all the different options on these things. And it typically will play out in our favor. We put in the work, and they are coming into fruition. So that's what we focus on here. Let's see. $4.24 for AMC right now, down 3.82%. Need that 21 EMA to be broken on the SPY right now. We're just waiting for that to actually play out. We are still knocking on 436.99. Once we're above 436.99, once I see this cross, because the overall play is still showing bullish, once I see this cross above 436.99, 36.99 and we get the 921 cross, I will be entering calls at some point because I believe it will now start to make our way toward the 38 mark by the end of the day. High possibility that I may even consider doing 0 DTEs if we get a hold and break above 439, 437 and change. That'll be my take on it. Let me see what kind of.
Headlines from here on out, and as things are heating up, everyone's headed to the coast. Our advice is avoid the crowds.
That's not bad. We could do that. I need some tunes to play. Gotta have some tunes. There we go. That'll work. Not trying to put anybody to sleep or nothing like that, but you know. All right, macro video update on the AMC Spring Court case. I need to do some more research on exactly what they're saying. I'll probably try to do that this afternoon on the court case situation. Right now, I'm not really following exactly what it is because I generally play the charts more so. The charts is really my thing. All right, definitely, Renee. Here we go. AMC is now starting to actually make its reversal back up towards 430. I want us to get back above the smooth moving average here, which is sitting right now at about $4.39, which would then break the downtrend of the macro falling wedge you've been in for quite a while. If I can see $4.39 hold, that's a good indication that this thing is going to go upward really nicely. And SPY right now is actually moving. I'm waiting for the 921 cross confirmation on this thing in order to start to enter some calls. So if you pay attention on what's happening there, we are in a position. We're looking to get this MACD cross up here on the histogram to start to show green, which should happen soon. And let's see. Momentum is now starting to move to the upside. Positive volume is in position. So this may be a good position to get started here. We are above 437.69, 436.99, excuse me. All right, I'm getting prepared here for my entry. Spare me just a minute. All right, I'm going for it. Yeah, this thing is about to pick up some serious steam in a minute. Once it breaks back above this uptrend of the broadening top pattern that we've been in, this thing is going to start to go. I'm looking at 438. AMC still hovering around. GME, I'm going to enter a couple more calls on the GME player I called a little earlier. If you're just joining the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Say what's up. We all in here. Hey Patrick, those 400 puts are gonna look amazing. Those 400 puts on video are gonna look real good. I hope you are starting to pick them up. Based on what I'm seeing, Nvidia might start to make a move to the downside very, very soon. I told you that 30-minute just hit, so do pay attention to that. Yeah, it's gonna go and hit that mark in a little bit. Any pops up or opportunities to DCA on the put position. I don't think it's gonna break back above the 9 EMA just yet. So any rejection off the 9 EMA is a better opportunity to enter in for those puts. but SPY is struggling. It is trying to get pushed down. You see that it's actually hitting this area here. It does not want to hold above 36.99, 436.99. I needed to show some strength and support above 436.99 in order for me to be confident to enter. So something like this, start to go from here. So if we get some kind of confirmation, it bounces under here, shows some kind of support above 436.99. I'll be looking to enter some calls on that location. So do pay attention to that. Nvidia getting those long wicks. A lot of buys trying to come in, but you can see sellers are fully in control. The sell orders are obviously a lot higher, and the sell volume is a lot higher than the buying volume. Buying volume is trying to step in here, but it's still being the sellers are still in control overall. So we'll see. We will see. How's my AI looking right now? AI GME is on the way back down. AI, I'm expecting AI to go hit for 38 bucks. I don't really need to look at it. I know that's where we're going. So it may take a little while, but I'm pretty positive that this thing is going to run up very soon, like today. I mean, I'm very deep in the money on those right now. I had $33 calls yesterday. I mean, I took some more profit off the table at about 264% today. And I'm still just holding runners, and I think this thing is going to continue on into Friday. But right now on the 6-minute chart, let's see. Oh, this is dope. I like this little tune right here. Okay. All right. Got a nice bounce. 1, 2, 3. Triple bottom off of the smooth moving average. We're going to call this a triple bottom off the smooth moving average in the 5-minute chart. And looking now to make this reversal to the upside. I'm expecting it to go back towards the $6 mark. So if you're not in calls, I don't know what to tell you. All right, what's really moving right now, though? What's really moving? Just making sure, just double checking with you guys. Is the music too loud? Is it overpowering me? I had some issues with that a little earlier. It's overpowering my voice louder than what anyone can hear. Just let me know in the chat. All right, thank you for the feedback on that. Appreciate it, Renee, definitely. All right, what plays are moving right now? I need to enter something in quick. I'm trying to be patient. You just want to make, you just want to get things happening sometimes, and you want to get to the play already. But need to be patient. I got to practice patience with this game, or else it will rob you. So that's one thing. But playing DJ with it right now, so we'll see. What do we got? What's looking good? Oh, I'm about to favorite this soundtrack. This thing is awesome. This is my kind of music right here. Okay. Let's see. Let's check out Carnival Cruise Lines. I'm hearing some things. All right, real quick. CCL. Ooh, took a nasty drop off earlier. Wow. Carnival Cruise Lines had a nice earnings report that came through the other day, so there's still a lot of hype behind it. It looks like it's more on the sell-off side. Had a beautiful run yesterday. I can't see anything that's actually calling its like position until the SPY finds some kind of strength fully. I mean, I hate this engulfing candle right here. This is terrible. I mean, I think this swallowed up the early part of the day. I need some more confirmation in order to start to enter some upside plays, but things are just kind of back and forth. CCL is trying to regain the 200 EMA. Let me double check Asana. Asana was another one I was paying attention to. It's just a very slow mover. It's a very good stock to keep in mind. It just moves very slow. It trades less than a few million a day. It doesn't really move too quickly at all. Had a nice little pop yesterday up to about the $23 mark. It was rejected, came back down, but this does look like it is setting up for reaccumulation to the next move up. Just need to see it hold a smooth moving average one more time on the 5-minute chart. But I am probably looking to start to swing some shares on these things, and I mentioned this to my group yesterday. I'm going to be posting a lot of TA on that one because I do feel that one is a good one to keep in mind for a long trade. SPY coming back down. Let's going to test the top of the golden zone at 436.19. It's looking pretty weak. Sell volume right now is actually below. We'll see. It's stepping down pretty low here. So it's a low volume day. Nothing really moving right now. Let's check out Apple. Let's see. I know right now we hit all-time highs again on Apple. It's like day after day, Apple's just running up. I mean that entry that they're bringing into AI or into the augmented reality space is really having an effect on the overall market. Apple carries the market. Remember that, and it basically pulled everything up with it. $189.38 on Apple right now. Had its new all-time high. Hit 190. We had 190 strikes yesterday in the group, and we tapped exactly 190 today. Actually, 190.07 was the high today, and now it is coming back down. So we did hit our target on the nose yesterday. We almost got it. We had 189.90 yesterday. They faked us out. We DCA'd, got back in, and I held a couple into today. We did hit 190, and now it's going to be coming back down. I'm probably going to actually look into getting puts on it up to about 187 because I think it does need to come down and cool off. It's been running really hot, but we got to see. I need some further confirmation. Nothing is really moving solidly right now. So you got the 15-minute. Maybe. Prices are moving back up on lower volume. It's a 50-50 shot right now. I don't know. Apple's still looking pretty strong overall. I think it maybe we'll get back above 190. It's very possible. Let's see. AI bouncing around, looking for a quadruple bottom. It's just building up some strength. I need to get back above the ultimate moving average here. Ultimate moving average is one of my favorites. It's something to, if you want to add that to your repertoire of indicators, what I like to put up. Anybody, as far as the group is concerned, I'm going to be adding all the indicators that I use into the indicator section on the Way Up Trading group. So some of the ones that I use that should help you make any decisions on the trades that you may be looking into. Let's see what are they talking about right now. How's AMC looking? AMC, I'm just waiting for AMC to actually make a move right now. 427 on AMC. Ape sitting at 172. It's a big day for AMC right now. Once we get the news, they're probably again going to hold it till the last minute. We probably won't see any kind of movement on the stock at all, or barely any movement, probably until like 3:45. 3:45 probably be the time for me to start making some type of noise, but right now we're just kind of holding off on it. SPY, I need SPY to hurry up and get above. All right, SPY is actually looking pretty good now. I need to flip green though. I need this thing to start showing me some momentum. I don't know, Sana, come on now. SPY. Come on, SPY. Just follow. I made the arrow for you. All you got to do is just follow the path that I've already set for you right here. That's all we need you to do. Come on, brother. I've laid it out perfectly. Just do this. Wham, wham, boom. And then we should be good to go. But you guys want to keep playing. Okay. Come on down, Apple. Apple breaks 189.17. I'm going to be picking up puts. That is a 200 moving average. If it gets confirmation below the 200 moving average, puts are going to be the play. So we'll keep Apple open. We'll keep SPY open. And what else we got? AMC just teeter-tottering over here. Yeah, really nothing moving right now. Let's see. I think the QQQ might be an opportunity. Let's take a look and see. Maybe some. Oh, okay. QQQ might be the move. It's taking a complete drop. With Apple coming down, it's most likely going to continue. I think I'm going to grab some 360 puts now. 362s. Let's see. It's kind of a choppy day though, so just be careful. Apple lost the 15-minute smooth moving average. It also lost the 15-minute 200 EMA. Yeah, I don't think that this move up right now is sustainable. Not Apple, excuse me, QQQ. Probably get a retest here. It is falling on lower volume. That's the only thing that I need to be concerned with here. I need to see a rejection happen in just a few minutes. All right, if it comes up, at very most, I'm looking for a rejection to happen here in just a little bit. I'm probably going to get a starter position on these. Right now we're sitting at what, 163, 363. All right. All right, Renee, if you're listening, check the group out. Posting something up there. A specific play for the group. Thinking that this is it should play itself out really well, even though it's a little risky. I think it should play itself out really well. Zero DTEs, we know that they have a higher risk reward ratio, but if you catch them, they will make you a lot of money. But you have to be paying attention to the charts. I mean, to the finest detail. Let's take a look here. It's going to bounce around a little bit. I'm looking at the staying as long as it can stay underneath the 9 EMA on the several different charts. It's under it on the 15-minute. It's under it on the pretty much everywhere. It's about to receive a 921 cross to the downside on the 45-minute chart. Yeah, here it goes. It's going to come back down. No doubt in my mind. I'm looking for 362. Yep. No doubt. Here it comes. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we got any particular levels. Here we go. If it hits a new low, the double bottom that it tried to hit a couple seconds ago did not work. It was rejected at the 21 moving average on the 3-minute. And these calls should start printing right now. If you hopefully you got in. Right now, calls are up 37% and climbing very fast. Taking some profit here on the 37%. Calls now up 50% right here. Volume is starting to increase on this downward push, about to get above the signal line. All right, volume is now above the signal line on this downward push. It's moving down fast. If it breaks a new low, there is a slight uptrend here on the candle, so it may try to hold here. I would like to see this break in order for this play for us to play out well for the play that we're in. Remember to take your profits quickly because zero DTEs can move very fast. One, what I like to call FU candle, can turn this around and this thing just go the other way real quick and everything be up here, and then you lose every single dollar within 10 seconds. So do be careful of this going the other way. Take your profits on the way up, technically speaking, because you're making money on the way up. However, this is on the way down. And there it goes, breaking right now. It's breaking really quickly, broken the upward level of support. Volume is starting to pick up. These calls should be up over 100% already. Let's take a look. Calls right now about at 80% profit and still climbing. Let's go. Oh, sorry, puts right now up 80%. Cutting some profit here, 80%. Just leaving a couple runners. Still dropping, still dropping, still dropping. 362. 32. Come on down. You got a little bit more. We got a new low today on the QQQ. Well, you want to come down a little more. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Come on down. Alright, okay. I see you. I'm in New Age in the building right now. Good money, good money. All right, coming down nicely on the downside push. There we go. SPY is also coming down as well. Didn't hold. It's trying to bounce off the smooth moving average. So yeah, downside looks like the play right now. Apple, Apple broke the level I was talking about. Apple would also be a nice play down to 187. So Apple would be a nice put position as well. So it is breaking. As Apple's coming down, it will drag the market down with it. It does need to come back. Apple's been really hot and at new all-time highs every single day this week. So yeah, it needed to cool off a little bit. It's been doing too much. Love Apple, but you've been doing a little too much, brother. It's time to come down. Here we go. 362.18. It's more down. We got more downside. Come on now. It's not over yet. I want to see 361.90. 361.90 is what I'm looking for on this downside push. That's the next level before a possible bounce. Gonna hold on to these for a little bit. Gotta make some money somewhere. Very nice. Very nice. AMC still just teeter-tottering around. Adding some more right now to my GME position that I talked about a little while ago. GME, I'm looking at $27 calls. Beautiful bounce. It should start moving in a second here. Beautiful bounce off the 200 moving average on a 3-minute. Once it bounces above and gets through these two levels, it's gone. You might actually see $27 probably today or tomorrow. Wouldn't be surprised. Especially with the hype that's building around AMC. These things move together. So if AMC is getting a lot of press, GME is going to get a lot of press. It's just GME will get a lot of movement, and vice versa. If you see movement on one, you're going to see it on the other. I mentioned that in the video last night. They moved together. Same companies that short one, short the other. So they need to get out. It's just GME is just further ahead in its cycle right now. Nice job, yo. That's what I'm talking about. Set a stop loss at the bottom. Up 50%. That was a woo. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Yeah, open is gonna go. Open is gonna continue to go. Open's not done yet. Open is beyond weekly levels, and I think open can hit. That's ticker symbol OPEN. I can think that can go easy $6-7 within the next couple of days. It's gonna keep running. There's nothing that it's one of the only, not one of the only, but one of the main stocks I've been paying attention to now for the last few months, probably to the end of the year. Even when they dropped it all the way down to 90 cents, I've been watching it because of the fact that it's one of the only companies that is one of the few companies, not the only, but one of the few companies out there that is cash flow positive. Like they have like no overhead. Everything they do is, which is pretty consistent, which is pretty common in the real estate business. They flip houses. You know, I've done that for quite a while myself. And flipping houses, basically, you're borrowing money and you're paying it back based upon the money you're making. So really, you don't own anything besides maybe some tools and maybe some contractors and things like that. But they are a cash flow positive company. And they operate on a very big scale. So Open is a company that's going to be cash flow positive regardless. Most real estate companies, if done right, are cash flow positive if they can, as long as they can unload the properties that they do. So it's basically it. They basically are options traders for properties, and I've done that for quite a while myself, and I understand how it works. You don't really have any overhead, and every dollar you make is a dollar you make. Going to $7. All right. Looking good. Looking good. How's the QQQ move looking? I'm still holding on to some of that. You know, I trimmed the majority of my profits on it, so I'm not really worried about the reverse move. If it continues to run, cool. I'm in. Right now, the calls are still up, puts are still up. We did get a nice wick back up. I'm actually probably going to exit. We are in a bullish formation now. It actually hit one of my targets that's down here. Yeah, I'm gonna exit out these puts. Anyone who's in the group, if you are in these puts, I'd be considering cutting these now. If you did make a nice profit, take your profits and leave, because it is going to start to reverse from this point, in my opinion. Not financial advice, but just trying to make sure I look out for everybody who's following me or doing what we do. Getting a nice hammer candle above resistance. It could probably start making its way back to about 364. This is the next target on this bullish formation. GME's going. GME's going. So GME, I let everyone know that GME was a play. GME is going to start going in just a few moments here. I expect GME to most likely touch our next target somewhere about $26 probably today. AI is starting to turn around. I also did let everyone know AI was the move. AI will see $38 today. Market. I'm still holding my calls from yesterday, which I trimmed this morning roughly at about 264%, and they are still climbing. And I guarantee I didn't even need to look at this thing because I know where it's going. So it's not really concerned with it as much. momentum already picking up to the upside. We have our confirmations of crosses of the RSI fully crossed up. Positive volume is starting to come back in. I have the KST already crossed up. Yeah, this thing is going to start pushing. Don't be surprised if you saw it. It bounced 1, 2, 3 times off of the smooth moving average. Third time was definitely the place to actually go and enter. If you were not entered into the play at that point, that was a location to do it. And the third time, it's a triple bottom. It's starting to move up. And this is where the money's made. Way Up Trading Group, I hope you guys got into AI. All right, Way Up Trading Group. I'm actually updating the call position right now. I would upgrade this to a 38. So there we go. QQQ is finally starting to reverse. I'd actually probably pick up calls now on QQQ for 364. Here's my target, $38.17 on AI. Sitting right here. I'm gonna go and put a nice X right here. I'll leave that there for now, and I'm pretty confident that's where it's going. Pretty confident. Matter of fact, put something else there. Put a smiley face because I'm in a happy mood right now. Let's put a smiley face. There you go. Let's put a nice smiley face right here. And move them over. Smiley face. Because that's where we're going. $38.17. GME starting to make a move. If it gets over 25.25, I did mention this morning, $27 calls. I actually picked them up for a month out. Those are going to start to print momentarily. I also mentioned this in my video that GME is in a very crucial spot right now. It is testing monthly levels. Monthly levels. Now, GME is not a game. They do not want GME above $27.50. If it gets to $27.50, which is the 400-day moving average, look out because GME will go nuclear. I might even see all-time highs again. I would not put it past GME. I'm waiting for it. That I need to catch. Haunts me every day when I think about GME because I missed it, not paying attention. So we're gonna catch this one. Milos, what's going on? XYZ. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Definitely happy to have you here. Interact with the stream. Say what's up. Hit the like button. Let more people know that we're here doing this every day. Or try to be here every day as much as possible, just to get some opportunities, see what's happening with the stock market, make a little money. Carry on with our day. Whether or not we're doing this full time, part time, put a little extra cash in our pocket for the weekend, whatever the case is, it's possible with the stock market. Understanding how to trade, understanding the markets, understanding the charts. That's what we focus on here at Way Up Trading. And we like to chill too, have a little nice, cool little vibe in the background. It's always fun making money and feeling good about it too. Help out your family, your friends. Just enjoy life a little bit more. It's not everything, but you can enjoy life a little bit more when you have some cash in your pocket. All right, AI still making its move. QQQ, I did mention to everyone, if you did take it was an opportunity to get out of those put positions. We already cleared 100% on those. 90% was actually where I cleared and closed out those puts. I had a few I just closed out just a minute ago, so I'm now out of that play officially on the put side, and now this is the reversal side. So be mindful that this is going to start to return to the upside. Absolutely. I mean, hey, everyone is new. Everyone is new. Even me. We're all students to the game. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it being fresh to the game, because we're all learning together, and we all learn from each other. We build. That's what we do. We build here. We watch each other. We build. Because anybody can do this, as long as they want to put in a little bit of the work. Take on the necessary risk, because it is risky. I'm not going to say it happens overnight, but it does work itself out and start to play itself out, as long as you continue to give it the respect that it deserves. But feel free to definitely, I have the link in the description, the Way Up Trading group. When you're posting a lot of different educational content up there as well for the group. Some of the indicators I use, different types of trading techniques that I use, including Wyckoff, harmonic trading, momentum trading, price action trading, different risk management strategies, which are very important in the process of rolling a lot of those different things out, staying up real late trying to make those things happen. And eventually, in about a week or so, I'm looking to do a group session and start to get a little bit more into the nitty gritty of how this thing works out. So feel free to go ahead and join us here on the way up. The link is down in the description. So no worries, Milos XYZ. We're gonna get you there. Don't worry. Got you covered. All right, let's take a look at the SPY and see what's happening here. I think we're starting to be into the reversal session here. Reversal section. I need it. I need SPY back above 436.99 to feel bullish on this thing. That's the key level that I want. 436.99. Hold. It hasn't made. I put my little diagram here, but it looks like it's now considering a double bottom. Here, it's looking perfect so far. So things are going to start to turn around. Double bottom setup here off of this move. Nice W. Should start to get its upside movement. I needed to get back about the 48 EMA on the 5-minute time frame, and then find a support over 36.99. So that's what I'm looking for. But if it does start getting here above the 21 at first, I may even start to consider to do something there. That's a light position to at least be entered in. Hey, no problem. No problem. Definitely glad to have you there. Let's see how we're looking. What else is moving in the meantime while SPY's trying to decide what it wants to do? Oh, getting closer and closer to my smiley face. I told everyone. There it is, almost $37. I told everyone that the area of $38.17 is going to be where it touches, and I see that happening today. I had a video put together on this. I was kind of donezo last night after trying to get some things ready for the group and everything like that. And also putting out the last AMC video. I actually didn't get to finish up doing the play of the day video, which was actually AI. It ran 200% for me, 222% when I took my first profits. Already, I'm pretty sure, let me double check it right now and see what I'm looking like. Right now, calls are at 282% on my calls on AI. These are $33 calls yesterday. And I'm not done yet. If we can get above, still very early in the day, if we get above this $38.17 level, when I got my happy face here, we'll start to actually get towards replaying the top end of this trading range that I've talked about. Well, I didn't actually put the video out on it, but I did mention and went over in my video. It is the top of the trading range for the entire schematic of AI, C3 AI. So we get back above that. We got the spring situation that took place back here, which is roughly around the $11 mark. This is at the end of December. Moved up, moved to that's a monthly. I'm moving to the weekly. That's considered a spring area, spring zone. Moved up, got a spring test back around the $16 mark. That was earlier in May, and have been on the moon mission up to the top here. We did actually cross and break the trading range briefly with high volume. Came back for a low volume push down, moved the happy face out the way. Low volume push down, and now are proceeding to reaccumulate for the next push to break this trading range and start trading in the higher levels. I can see it's easily starting to push somewhere into the 70 range and better. So $70 is very possible to actually start trading in this thing. If you were able to start picking up shares or went long on this thing, you should probably be pretty happy right now because this thing is ready to push the next move up. Let me go and put my happy face back real quick. There he is. All right, QQQ, like I said, is turning around. Hopefully everybody got out those puts profitably, because I see it right now going to 364 off of this V-shaped reversal. SPY, I need some confirmation from you. GME, I need GME to break 25.25. That's the area. You can see, I have my levels already posted. Let me check out Lucid. Let me see what's happening with Lucid, Patrick. Hold on one second. Yeah, Lucid has been on the playlist for a little bit. I've been trying to make sure we can catch Lucid, because Lucid is supposed to do something. Because right now, it probably should be moving. I haven't checked it today. Yep, Lucid 7% up. Lucid is another one. It was playing up against its daily time frame. Awesome. I hope you caught the move. I've been watching it, but I actually did make a little money off Lucid earlier this week. I'll take that back. I was watching it earlier in the week. I did catch a nice play off Lucid earlier. However, didn't go. After the play, I kind of lost sight of it. But yeah, look at this. Lucid is up 7%, and heading towards I have a target here of $7.04 as the next target on Lucid. Lucid is moving, but Lucid is another one that's been beat down crazily, because Lucid was a $50, $60 stock when I first started looking at this thing. You know, people were looking at it was like it was the next Tesla. You know, and it still has a lot of potential. You know, I think the last conversation they were having about it was it potentially working with Apple to bring out an Apple car, and they had their manufacturing facilities are in the same area within like walking distance of each other. So it would have been the perfect storm for them to actually put out an Apple car if Apple was going to get into that space to try to rival Tesla. But it just never went through. You know, it never went through. So would have been nice. But right now they look like they're trying to make a run. I did catch a little bit of the run that we had to like $14 a few months back. That was a huge. Nobody saw that one coming. That one came out of nowhere. It went from like $7 to like 18, 16, 17 bucks in one day. You know, big move. But we've been shot back down ever since then. It's been trying to recover since that point. Absolutely, it is. Milos, it's very nice to know that pullbacks are a thing. This is the way that the market operates. It breathes. It breathes in and out. When you're on the way up, is one way. You have to expect it to come back down. And nothing goes up forever. People taking profits. People are, in fear a lot of the times that things are going to go south. So they hop back out. They want to preserve as much as they can. Puts could have been calls could have been a very nice play here on QQQ as well. I was really just not finding any full confirmation on anything, which I'm having really a lot of trouble confirming. Yeah, QQQ is about to go. I need this 921 cross to take place, and as soon as it does, I want to see full confirmation. Once I get confirmation, I'm entering in. Looking at 366 as a target. AI, what you doing over here? When you're up over 200, 300%, that's the fun part. That's when you, at that point, you're just chilling. You're just chilling right there. You're not really worried, not really concerned. And then you know where you're going. That's the fun part of the stock market. Once you get good at it, once you get good at least understanding how things flow. Not saying I'm the best one out here. However, I do put a lot of time and effort into trying to make this thing as consistent as possible. This is looking amazing. Come on, SPY. Give me something. SPY is now officially over our mark. QQQ starting to push. 921 cross here on the SPY. I am getting involved. 921 cross above my level of 366.99, 436.99. Come back for a retest. Let's go for it. I'm actually going one day out. I'm going to go one additional day. Not going to do too short. Up kind of nicely today. It's not as easy to watch the charts when I'm doing a lot of talking. All good though, for good purposes. Making sure everybody gets to join on the way up. Grab 10 real quick. That'll do it. Not too far out of the money. Nice and easy. All right. Nice and easy. Here we go. We're gonna start looking to make sure we pay attention. All right, Renee. I just went ahead and put a updated way of trading. So I'll just go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Patrick, if you're here, also New Age, if you're up there. posting the plays and way of trading in the group. Specific strikes and averages. Where are my signals at? Okay, here we go. My SPY's following my schematic real nicely right now. It already got a little, I will consider a slight retest. It may come back down, it may not. Look for this retest and then start to build up towards the 438. But it is moving accordingly. Volume I'm paying attention to. And here we go. Those calls already up. The SPY calls already up 10%. Nice and easy. I'm gonna do my first trim here at 10% profit. Yeah. All right, SPY's continuing to go. Let me double check my AI position because I'm not really concerned, because this is again the fun part. 3670. Oh, we hit 37. I missed that. All right. But right now, this is coming down to reaccumulate for the next move. I put everybody on that one. Hopefully, you guys took me up on the offer. I just need that smiley face hit. $921 cross, 1348 cross to the upside. This says bullish all over it. Volume, price is coming down. Volume is decreasing on the push down. This means a reaccumulation for the next push up. Yeah, this is going right to the smiley face. Let's check the Bollinger Bands out. Squeeze zone. It's fine. Okay, what else we got moving right now? Anything else? I don't know, it feels like there's a lack of plays here. Everything is all indecisive. Oh, look at this. SPY's trying to come in basically do my test that I talked about. So it's kind of following my little schematic, huh? Come back, get rejected, touch 36.99, 436.99 one more time, and do this arrow up to all the way up to 438. It could just bust through. That'd be nice. I'm mad at that. But I know it's going. It may even find support. If it finds support up here, even more crazy. And there it goes. Find support. Momentum still building to the upside. Volume is starting to pick up here. Ready to go get above the signal line or the moving average line on volume. This double bottom thing here. For 37, 37, 38. I need you to break this level. Go ahead and touch 437.69. We'll most likely see a full rejection from there. Come back and consolidate. Something like that. Touch, come back, consolidate, and then push up. So we'll see. Lucid. AI is recovering. Smiley face is waiting for you. No biggie. Another opportunity to enter in my opinion, on AI has now presented itself on this dip. But that's where it's going. Let's see what else is moving out here. All right, DTE. When I use DTE, that just stands for days till expiration. So if I say 0 DTE, that's a daily. That's one that's due today. SPY does that. A lot of the indexes do that. But on Fridays, everything is 0 DTE. 0 DTE is available on everything. That's called Lotto Fridays. I don't do that as much as I did at one point. But there are always opportunities on those Fridays. Love those Fridays. But 1 DTE, usually 1 day till expiration. That means next day calls or next day puts. So that just to give a little more insight on that. There's AI again. Getting ready to push. Here comes the volume. Low volume push down. Caught support on the 9 EMA. All my momentum indicators are looking bullish. Positive. Max momentum is still coming in. $38.17. $38 calls would be real nice. Let me double check GME. I have my GME position opened earlier on, but they're so far out that I'm not even concerned with them as much. So GME up. GME is, I will be averaging into those even further. But GME, another one that moves very slow. It can move drastically, but it doesn't trade a lot of shares because it's a very small float. Even though they did the reverse split, I mean the stock split and all of that, the float doesn't really move that much. 2 million maybe a day. I miss those days of AMC when AMC was trading 600 million in a day. That was the truth right there. 600 million shares, 500 million shares, 1 billion shares in a day. Now we're doing less than 10 million. I don't, it's a good thing for a squeeze scenario. Man, look how solid look how sharp this was. I mean, this level was extremely sharp. To see that it was rejected perfectly off this 25-25 level. I've had this 25-25 level here for weeks, if not months already. Perfect rejection off of that. It lost my other level of 25.01. And it's amazing. So if it didn't break through now, I'm looking for another reaccumulation setup on GME. Probably something like this, bounce up to 200 moving average, and slowly start to build its way back up. Maybe something like that. Pretty much the bar path I have on this. And here goes SPY moving right now, 437.48 cents. Let's double check those calls. My calls are now up. %12 on these calls. I already trimmed once at 10%. Waiting to trim it again. Take a little bit of profit off the table at about 20% or so. I like to trim at various levels. I don't like to hold it and get rid of the whole position in one shot. Based upon the TA, I like to take the risk off the table and trim in intervals: 10%, 20%, 30%, 50%, 75%, 100%, and let the runners run. So by 50%, I'm generally out of half my position. So if I had 10 contracts for example's sake, I'd have 5 by the time I get to 50%. The last few, I'll leave the last 5 to run until I get to 100% and just let them go. Netflix is just expensive. You can make a lot of money on Netflix if you catch it. Their contracts are just ridiculously overpriced. I mean, I'll look at it, but SoFi was a good play. Missed out on SoFi too. I mean, they're just all over the place. I mean, the opportunities to win out here there's so many different ways to win. You know, I think a lot of people make this harder than what it needs to be. It doesn't need to be that. It just really takes the opportunity, the day by day work at getting a little bit smarter, a little bit better than you were yesterday. And in the end, most people get what they deserve. All right, so it does take time and effort, and it's becoming a little bit wiser, one step at a time every single day. And by the time you look back, you're going to see how far you've actually come. All right, SPY calls right now are at 32% profit. I'm going to go and trim some here. We're getting very close to my level that I mentioned earlier. Remember, 437.69 is the level I'm looking to tap. I'm pretty certain we'll tap it and be rejected. We will not just break right through it. Here we go. If we do, awesome. But there's the rejection. Boom, right there, right on 437.69, and it's coming back down. Very, very top ticked. And this is Fibonacci. Fibonacci retracements, based on Fibonacci retracements, levels, price action trading. These are all different tactics that we use and we apply to get as accurate as we possibly can in trading. I mean, this was perfect. I mean, I'm gonna get a little closer on this. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. I went ahead and trimmed right there at that particular level because I knew that was going to be the area where we were rejected, and that's exactly where we were rejected. I mean, it does not get any more perfect than that. High of the day is at 437.69. We're going to reaccumulate the same way I have this little path here before starting to make our way, breaking through it and actually going. We'll double check the volume, which is steadily climbing. Volume right now is stair stepping up, so this is a very good indication that the market does want to flip fully bullish. And I mentioned before that we are now in the 5th wave of a Elliott wave setup here on the 30-minute time frame on the SPY. which is playing out in our favor right now. So volume is stair-stepping, but we are getting closer to lunch, so it is waning at the same time. So we'll see. I want to see it by lunchtime, roughly about 12 o'clock. We just kind of bounce back and forth around this level before we break through this this level of resistance, which I have again at 437.69. We could break it now. That'd be awesome. If we don't, I expect us to hold this wedge that I have built, this blue upward trend, bounce around there for a little bit before reaccumulating for the next push upwards. Now the boss most likely come in after lunch. We are actually, hey, we're pushing right now. Let's go. 437.61, 437.71, pushing above. I'm going to open up a further time frame. Okay, so I have set up on a harmonic trading style. We are still playing out a ABC setup. If we could break 437.75 and hold on the 30-minute chart, may take about a day or two to do, but we can actually hit 438.54, which is the optimal target that I have, but that will actually land us above I'll get rid of the indicators for now. TA wise, that'll land us above the green ascending triangle that we have been in for the last little bit. So this is a broadening top pattern that I've had now for a little while. This blue line, blue resistance and blue support. This ascending setup here, ascending broadening wedge, has been formed ever since about the beginning of June. We've been playing the inside and underside. It is a bearish type of signal, a bearish type of pattern. But once we do get a break back above it, we'll be in this area here between 438 and 442. Big resistances in this area. 443 is a major resistance where we have not been able to break that easily, and when we were above it, we found support on it several times within the last 2 years. So that's something that we need to be paying attention to as well. That this area 443, if we do break this area 437 and 75 cents, we'll start playing this huge gap in this area, and then things could really start to get interesting, because now again we'll be playing this broadening wedge pattern, the red line and green line, and we can start to see moves like this. Kind of, I'm gonna go and draw a little pattern. 433, find support, get into this golden area here, find support. I'm thinking we probably could touch this. This would be considered the midline section between the two. I'm gonna go ahead and actually mark that now. I'm painting the midline white and dash it. So I'm gonna extend it between several levels of support and resistance. But I'm gonna remove this here. Looking for something like this, bounce off 438, come back, hold 437, hold 443, and land in this golden zone, which is basically the top end of the region I mentioned in one of the last videos. We're going to hang around here at roughly a 451 to 453, somewhere in that area. And from there, I think that's when the markets start to come back down. I mean, then it goes down to like zero. Everything will dump. Everything is going to zero, and that's it. Nah, just kidding. But nah, we're just gonna prepare ourselves for the downside. I'm holding puts to the downside longer dated up to September as well, just in case. Now this is just a hedge. I'm not saying that this market's going to crash. What I'm saying is I need to be properly hedged for these upside positions. Anything can happen still. We're not out of the waters just yet, in my opinion. We still have a lot of macroeconomic issues that we're dealing with. Countries still at war out there. There's failed mutiny that they tried to pull off, and that didn't happen with the Kremlin and with the rest of the world. We're still in a high inflationary environment. There's still some things that need to be worked out first before considering everything to be all perfect right now. So once those things have worked themselves out, it's all good. However, time will tell. All right, we're heading close to the lunch hour. Things are starting to calm down a bit. No. Still looking at Nvidia right now. And GME is looking strong. So it's actually now starting to play. Wow. Yeah, GME is looking strong. I'm going to enter a couple more calls. So I gave this one out. A little earlier, GME 27 calls I'm looking for next month. All right. See what they're talking about online. Ooh, AI is trying to come down right now. What's going on? Oh, nothing major. Just what's going back and retesting breakout. That's all. And the smiley face is still intact. All right, let me see what else is happening here. Any other calls? Anything else? How's QQQ looking? Is it holding that area? I don't know about getting back into that. Overall market. Let's see. QQQ 364. I hope anybody that got in those QQQ puts can hold on for dear life because they are probably wiped out now. That was a complete reshape reversal. If it can hold on to 9 EMA, 366 is coming up next. If it can break back above my target 1 here. Nikola up 8% today. Wow, what a move. Now it's pretty much dumping off now. Yeah, Nikola is one they've been trying to also keep down. Had a 12% move this morning. What else is moving big? BlackBerry had earnings yesterday. They killed it. So BlackBerry is another very slow mover. Terra, Coin. Yeah, these are gonna run with crypto. BBBY down 27%. Oh boy. 8 cents now. AMC, how you doing? AMC forming an Adam and Eve pattern right now, looking to potentially break back above 430. I'm still holding my $5 calls for next week. Also, my weeklies, I'm holding on to those for 450. I got a very, very small amount left. Don't expect those to actually play out because of the fact they like to play with people's emotions that are involved in AMC. What else do you want me to say? They know it's a very emotional play, so they play on the emotions. That's what they do. And they're really good at it. So, GME just looks so strong. If you're not involved in GME calls for like a month out, you're missing out on the opportunity for life-changing money. It's the 3-day right now. 3-day 200 EMA is sitting at 24.54. Let me double check that. 24.50, just about. So 24.50 is a 200 moving average on GME. 200 EMA, exponential moving average on GME. You break that on the 3-day chart, this thing's gonna go bananas. The 400 moving day average is at 27.69, 27.78. 27.78, that's actually right at my target here of 27.56. We break that, I mean, this thing is probably going to go to like $60, $40, somewhere around there. I would not be surprised. All-time highs right now, even after post-split. All-time highs are, wow, $121. But this is the monthly chart. You can see this, all that's holding GME behind is just that little thread, that orange line. $27.50. The last time it broke that orange line was back here at $1.34. $1.34 was the last time it broke that line. And we all know what happened after that. GME ran to $450, almost $500 a share. And we are sitting right there one more time. Not saying they'll all come in at once, but it'll definitely come in. I mean, they obviously look at other indicators and other things like that, but the RSI is slowly creeping up on the monthly chart. Momentum is starting to pick up on the monthly chart. Huge spot to be in. Histogram, the selling pressure is getting weaker and weaker. See, the histogram is actually lightening up. So, I don't know. I'm gonna stick around till about lunchtime at about 12 noon Eastern Standard Time is where I'm located here. And most likely probably take a little bit of a break, try to come back for the evening or afternoon session. Running off of cups of coffee right now. That's it. So. see the trade journal real quick. AI. Didn't update. The last trend was 264%. It was coming back down pretty hard, but I expect this to most likely bounce around here. Positive, it's still in a positive situation. This is more of a reaccumulation spot. So we'll watch AI, we keep an eye on it. But if it does start to get that next push, look out. Which I think it should start the hammer candle right above here, on the 5-minute time frame. Volume is going to put a low down, volume push down. A lot of people taking profits at this spot, which is understandable and respectable. I mean, you got to take a break here and there. You know, they got us waiting. They got us waiting for AMC to run. So we all know it's coming. They're just trying to keep us bored till it actually happens. So we gotta hold fast till that happens. That's I got my one eye on everything else, but I got my other eye and 2 ears on AMC right now. So let me double check the AMC plus 8 chart. I really haven't done much TA on the AMC plus 8 chart that much. Very, very, very seldom do I look at them together. I look at each of them individually. I really wish they didn't split it up like that. I mean, it's all well and good for whatever they're trying to accomplish, to make money, to pay off bills. I mean, we really screwed them overall as far as being able to raise cash with voting no last time around on the ability for them to dilute shares, even though that's really what helped to cause those squeezes that actually occurred, in my opinion. But you know, everyone was learning. Nobody really knew what exactly that needed to happen for a company. A lot of people that were involved in the stock were more so newer to the markets at that time, which is all well and good. You know, what are you going to do? But now this ape situation was a workaround, and them trying to work around just trying to raise cash to stay afloat, because you know, obviously we know that they are a company that, as far as we know, I'm not going to say they are, but as far as we know at the moment, they are still running a deficit. So they're operating at a deficit. So they're operating, but they may not be gaining as much cash from what we think they're gaining cash from. Still haven't heard anything as far as what's happening with revenues from popcorn sales, which I'm thinking is really big. I'm thinking they're keeping that on the quiet side, simply because of the fact they want it to be some sort of a surprise. The way Adam Aaron operates, he's more of a surprise kind of oriented guy, or he's a little charismatic. I mean, he's an older guy, but he's charismatic. That's why you see him all over the place like this, you know, doing tours and all that type of stuff, taking pictures with everyone. You know, you can see the charisma in him. So in that case, I'm expecting a surprise type of beat to occur, or something to come out that's going to shock the industry and also shock, you know, shorts and shareholders at some point. I don't know when it's going to happen. I think it may be surrounding them paying off debt or whatever the revenues are, because there's a really high markup on popcorn. I mean, popcorn is like a 95% margin. Like, you know, this every dollar they make, they keep like 95 cents off of it. You know, maybe 5 cents goes, a couple cents goes towards packaging and shipping and whatever the case may be there. But they have their own fields. Like, that's a monopoly within itself. I don't know what the other companies are doing. So I can't say like Orville Redenbacher or those other companies are out there. I don't know whether or not they actually, you know, own their own. Probably by this point, you know, in their careers, they probably do. However, they don't have a consistent fan base, I'd say. One, the shareholders, and two, moviegoers. That you pair movie going and popcorn together. Those two things run together. I mean, they're synonymous with one another. So it's just a very, very amazing spot for them to be in, and to have taken this long to do that, it boggles my mind. Not to mention merchandise and everything else that goes along with AMC. But I don't know. Some good things I think are coming from the company very soon. So that's why I stayed holding, adding, buying more, averaging in, bringing the charts, playing the options. And that's what it's all about. And here goes SPY making that move again. Back up. Let's see if it actually goes. It breaks my level. I just got the alert that it's about to break, and there it goes. It broke. So we got the reaccumulation just before lunch. Let's look at my little schematic here, see if it actually is playing out, which I think it is. Get this out of here. Okay, yep. Just like I expected it to do. Was rejected perfectly the first time, broke through. Now it's just basically going to reaccumulate in this area for a next push up till we go and hit about 438.50. So hopefully you gotten some calls. You've been paying attention to the stream or watching the stream, because we gave out a couple jewels already. There goes GME. I called GME $27 calls this morning, and those calls are, let me double check, see how much I'm up. Let's see. GME calls are up already 21%. Let's see here. The SPY calls are now up 22% and running. GME, I'm expecting the next level to be touched in just a little bit. We just broke that 25-25 area I was talking about earlier. So it's a vibe right now. It's a vibe. Next target I have is 26.74 for GME. 26.74. GME moves slow, so I don't expect it all to happen in one day. But pull the fire alarm in the AMC court. Oh man. Oh yeah, you way early. You $1.08. You been there since way back. Yeah, you way before me. I got in somewhere around February, so I caught it around the $5 mark, somewhere around there. Caught it around the $5 mark and been adding and so on. Yeah, I was late to the party. I missed the GameStop move, so. And the AMC move, obviously, that all happened before that, but I got in a little late. I was watching other stocks at the time, but I wasn't really paying those other, listening to the streets. And a lot of the time, the things that actually bubble up the most are the things you have when you keep your ear to the street, what they call the adjacent possible, like, listening to what's actually bubbling up before it actually hits mainstream. That's where most of the money's made. Like, imagine if you knew about, I don't know, you were in the colleges and you knew about Facebook when Facebook was just, allowed to be sent out to just a couple classmates. You know, those are the opportunities you were looking for, but you got to be, you know, amongst the people and listen to the streets in order to catch those types of moves. And at that time, I wasn't paying very close attention. And I told myself I won't do that again, which is the reason why I'm watching this thing every single day. You know, GME, AMC, and GME starting to go, like I said. This is the reason. I mean, I'm missing it 2 times in a row. It won't happen again. Got cut short on the June 2021 squeeze of AMC. Profits were amazing at that time, but got cut short. That thing should have gone. I mean, we should have been in the hundreds at that point. But it is what it is, you know. They had to drop some shares. They had to raise some money. I mean, the company was hurting a lot. I mean, hurting to a point where they had received no revenue for months on end. Oh, here we go. AMC starting to get a little bit of volume in right now. It's starting to pick up. Something must have happened. Let me double check to see if there's any news out there. I mean, this may be just technical, but volume is starting to step in a little bit. Let me double check on this. Let's see. Volume, it looks like it's starting to come in a little bit. We're above the signal line out of nowhere. How's 8? Usually they'll run, if it's opposite, 8 will usually run the opposite direction. AMC 8 is at 172. AMC 430. SPY is still running. Well, kind of holding my support level. I'm still waiting for it to get to 430. 437.98 or break 438. Not really concerned with that. I have 1 DTE contracts. GME still pushing. Slowly but surely, but it is going. Yeah, not bad. Definitely a good move. You know, that was one of the plays of a lifetime. I mean, what was that? It was like a 900% run, maybe 1,000% run from bottom to top, from $1.91 to 25. But that's unheard of. You don't hear about moves like that often. I mean, unless it's HKD. HKD did like 2,000% or something like that in one day. But hey, that's good money. And to still be around, man, that says a lot. It says a lot. What is going on? 25.30. They just dumped GME a little bit here. All right, let's see. AMC again, still above the signal line in volume on the 5-minute chart. Something might be bubbling up. I don't know. I don't see any news out yet. So if you see anything, if anybody's watching this, paying attention to the stock, if you see any news, please post it up. Looks like it's about to die down. I think that was just one little last pop before a lot of folks take a break on lunch. Out on Wall Street is pretty common. Wall Street hours. I think I mentioned this before on my Twitter. If you're not following me on my Twitter, make sure you hit my Twitter page up. Follow me. I'm pretty active on there as well. If you haven't caught me there yet. Link is in the description on this page. Let's see. AI coming back down too hard right now. What's going on? You trying to make me sell? I will not sell. Not yet. Anyway. Not yet. I'm still holding right now 175% on the AI play. Still need you to go up. It's not over yet. Tweezer bottom here on the 65-minute. Looks like a little bearish. Might want to try and retest. I don't like the fact that it broke the 9 EMA on the 15-minute chart, on the 45-minute chart. And you start seeing some volume come in, but it looks like it's dying off. AMC plus APE is starting to move up, which I just saw a little while ago. Was sitting at about this. Let me double check. I'll check out Tesla for you. Hold on. Let's pull it up. Tesla, I still believe Tesla is going to hit $297.50. I'm still sticking by those guns. It is one of the strongest, if not the strongest stock right now in the market, regardless. Market could be going to zero and Tesla would probably still go to 300 bucks. So it's just in a wall of let's say a gauntlet it needs to face. But on a daily chart, it bounced right off the 9 EMA. Momentum wise, that is a bullish sign, and volume is still steadily increasing. We're just in a spot right now where the market is now trying to figure out if it wants to be bullish or not. Until we break above 438, the market's unsure. So for above 438 on the SPY, I mean, the market's not sure what it wants to do. But if that does happen, this area right here, I have a lot of confluence and a lot of different resistance points. But once we break this area of 462, 463, 466 will come up very fast, and then this is nothing but air in between 466 and 266 and 295. This is all air. I mean, open air. This thing will run right through it like butter. And the last time we obviously almost had that push, but the market didn't hold up, so they dropped it back down quickly because it scares them. They don't want to see Tesla move that quick. So Tesla is just basically went back, reaccumulated. I had the support line here. This is the 400 moving average above 249.16. Nothing but bullish in my opinion. So 250. If you bought anywhere between 250 calls, or if you would have bought shares, it's too risky to not buy shares of Tesla right now because it can go really crazy. If it goes and breaks that $300 mark, $295 mark, my next target after that is $323.82. And those are the levels I'm looking at, and volume supports it. Volume is picking up on the daily, it's picking up on the weekly. You know, it's insane. So the push down, you can see on volume. The push up has been an increasing volume. The push downs are on lower volume. Once it starts to pick back up, it chooses the direction that it wants to go in and breaks this gauntlet here. 295 is on the way. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm thinking most likely by middle of July, even July OPEX. I'm expecting July 21st, somewhere around that time frame, if it continues to move slow. However, Tesla moves volume it does 15 million volume in the first 10 minutes of open. So that's really nothing to Tesla if as long as everything continues to play its cards right with them. But yeah, Tesla's strong. Nothing really to worry about overall with Tesla at all. As the market pushing back down a little bit, not ready to break that 438 level like I mentioned a few minutes ago. 438 is the target that says, hey, okay, we're actually bullish now. We need to get above it, break and hold, and then get ready to hit that next target of about 438.50. And then for the rest of the blue chips should start going with it. Nvidia already. No, definitely, no problem. Nvidia got a nice bounce off a double bottom. Everyone's trying to catch and break and short Nvidia down. I mean, it's possible that it can come back down because it is still not broken the 9 EMA on the daily chart. But once it gets back above there, Nvidia might rip some more faces off. So I don't think it's fully done yet, but we'll see. It just may be playing this bull channel that I have here, but it needs to get back above the 9 EMA on the daily chart, which right now sits at 415.37, and it's encroaching upon it very, very quickly. And Nvidia can do another. Again, Nvidia is another one that can do very low volume today, only 18 million. Nvidia can do 100 million in its sleep. So if Nvidia starts moving and Tesla starts moving, the market's gonna go. I really believe that right now the market is coming down because Apple came down a bit from its all-time high. Because Apple is the big boy. Everything follows Apple. So it's just so heavily weighted in the market that, you know, if Apple falls, everything falls. And Apple's going. Apple at 189.77, another new day high. Goodness gracious. I had a couple of Apple calls still for 189. I didn't even close those out yet. Oh, sorry, 190 calls. Those are still down about 5%. So Apple's still going. AMC's again picking up 432. Since some volatility starting to come in. There's a high volume sell candle here on AMC. That may be the bottom of a trend. This was a Adam and Eve pattern. I've mentioned this a couple different times on my Twitter. Adam and Eve pattern is played out. So it's basically a reaccumulation style pattern, all off the smooth moving average, which bounced, comes back down, loops around, and it's basically an upward trajectory. So I'm looking for us to start to break 451 today. This red line is the downtrend of the descending wedge or falling wedge pattern we've been in on the macro chart. And we've now broken above 430 again. So 440 is next. 440, 448, 451. So keep a lookout on that. Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. Market's probably going to slow down just a bit while it's in the Wall Street break time hours. Try to be back a little bit later on. I'm going to post a stream up on, anybody wants to take a look, I'm going to post the link up later on. Way Up Trading Group. I'm also going to be monitoring the plays that we're in as well. So I'm going to post whatever updates I do, different trims, and if I see any other potential opportunities that come up in a little bit, I'm going to make sure I update the Way Up Trading Group as well. If you're also following the stream, make sure you hit the like button and consider joining us on the Way Up Trading Group. Link is down in the description. Also follow me on Twitter if you're not following me there. Love to have you. I stay pretty consistent with my updates and my posts. And that's what we do. Make the income for 2023. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys a little bit later. All right, peace.